Mostly sunny skies with the highs each day in the low 90s. Scattered showers 88 on Friday, and the outlook for Saturday sunshine with the high 90. Overnight low 72. Yesterday's high was 93. Currently, humidity is at 86%, winds are calm, and the pressure at 29.99. Right now, sunshine. We've got 81 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning. Getting a little ahead of yourself this morning? You're excited.
My timing's off.
You're excited because you're rolling out of here.
Yes, I am. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm hydrating. You know what that means?
That means you're having coffee-flavored water.
It's kind of brownish water, yeah.
Okay. Carter. That's what we'll call it. Carter.
Let's get all the essentials out of the way, okay? First of all, you're Mark Turner, correct?
Last time I checked.
All right. I'm Mike Dreeth, and we have here on the fabled third microphone, the guest microphone here on Morning Coffee,
Yeah.
young Colin McDuffie.
We need to come up with a nickname for him.
Colin?
Yeah. Like the Collinator.
Ooh,
Or maybe the McDuffinator.
they're all eighters.
I'll have an egg McDuffie.
That was I always got called, like McDonald's menu items because I was a chubby youth.
No.
So, in junior high and elementary school, it was always, McDouble or something. And I was like, we could be more creative than just throw, something on the McDonald's menu and decide that's what it is.
I'd like, if you ever thought about running for mayor, you could be Mayor McCheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my. Well,
yeah.
I tell you what, pretty risky putting Sean Rush on as the mystery voice.
Yeah, that was a...
I was out on the edge there.
It's a tough one.
That took, 4 seconds? I'm on a roll. The last 5 people we've had.
Have it
Bing!
been a combined 10 seconds.
Running out of prizes, running out of... there's only 4,900 people in this town. Okay?
And you've officially done 4,894 of
It's
them.
accelerating right now. All right, let me just tick through the list here. Had a rough day yesterday, but I've recovered.
Yeah.
I'm better.
Have you talked to the coyote this week?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
The bobcat. Jeff Vaughn, by the way, so that we don't get any rumors, Jeff's on vacation.
It's not fired.
One more messed up obit, you're out of here.
He's on vacation. It just so happens to be a permanent vacation.
Right.
No, I'll be back. He's going to take this week and part of next week, and we miss him. We miss the bobcat, even though I think Jeremy's doing a fine job. I was writing this down. I did see, of course, obviously, Sean Rush yesterday.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
He said he had the best May he's ever had.
Oh, I can believe it. People were stocking up on meat. So they were buying freezers.
That's one. There are other reasons.
I called Sean Rush to get a freezer. And he
Okay.
said, you know what? I'm probably not going to have any until mid-June.
All right. Why do you
So-
think?
Are people just replacing things because they're stuck in their
Well,
house?
that's another good reason. Anything else you want to throw on the table here?
Not that I can think of.
Well, he says normally people go out, they get something to eat in Evansville. Well, let's go by the big box store, okay?
Oh, right.
All right. And they have this remarkable eye-popping price,
Right.
and they buy it, and then when it breaks,
Gotta call Sean.
where's that guy? Where's the guy that you
That's
bought
right.
it from?
Right.
Okay. So Sean said, all of a sudden, they're here. They can't or don't want to go across the border, and they realize Rush will be the ones that we're going to
Right.
call anyway to be able to fix it.
Right.
I thought it made a lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense. Sure does.
And you know what? The other thing the random thought I had yesterday while I was waiting for them to take my blood and see if there was anything wrong underneath the hood for me
Did
yesterday.
they take enough where you got a cookie and orange juice afterwards?
They actually gave me chips because they were afraid my blood sugar was going to bottom out. Here. It's like 8 years old. Here, have a cookie. Have a little orange juice. We need a city cleanup.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're doing all these things in our houses because we're in our houses more often, and stuff is piling up, and we need a city cleanup. So I'm going to talk to my alderman for this.
There's garage sales this weekend. It's citywide garage sales this weekend. So
that would be one way to offload your junk, but then that junk just moves.
Yeah, it just goes somewhere else.
It just goes next block.
well,
Still,
I mean, as long as it's not in my house anymore.
I have to tell you another thing. The kiss of death, and I say this in the nicest possible way, the kiss of death is for me to buy one of your concert tickets.
This is not his fault.
I'm holding Charlie Daniels tickets. I don't think it's going to happen.
Probably not. But we lost a great one yesterday.
Oh, my. True. Yes. I think he was Country Hall of Fame.
Rock? Yeah. Country Rock.
Both. I mean, was he in the Rock Hall of Fame as well?
I think he might have been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Another note I have here, I want to say, and I'm not kidding here, in the nicest possible way. You know how Gordy Toombs will surprise you with...
right, yeah.
He's done a drawing of you.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think he made you look better than what you really look.
Everything.
He put a few years on me when he did mine.
Yeah.
Anyway, he did a beautiful portrait of Rachel, our daughter that we lost a year ago. Carol's daughter, and of course, by virtue of marriage, mine. And it was just poignant and beautiful, and he dropped it by. And that's just a random act of kindness that you don't see often in our community. And so, and by the way, if you're a senior and you haven't gone out there and gone on that wall,
that's awesome.
Why wouldn't you do that?
That's true.
Finally, I am hydrating here. You see this cup of...
Yeah.
I'm hydrating because I will be, for the first time, joining Kathy Buck, a friend of this show. She has a morning exercise class.
Are you in on the pool? We're gonna see.
I need in. I
got about 7 minutes before he passes out.
I'm going there in my workout gear. I'm hydrating right now. Hydrate, so that I can go and see if I can make it through the first hour. And I've got yoga tonight because I'm a workout animal. What can I say?
7 minutes.
I
health crazed
7
fella.
minutes. 7 minutes, and then he's going to go to McDonald's for a Big Mac.
No, I'm not. Hey, I got to tell you something.
2 with a Diet Coke.
While I'm at the hospital, I get on the scale, and of course it's metric. It's like so.
So you rated.
I flunked that part of math. When I was in grade school. So it's like I don't know how many kilograms it was or whatever it was. Yeah. I said, don't tell me the conversion.
Kilotons.
Kilotons. I've gained probably have gained 20 pounds during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. I think
Easy.
everybody has.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm starting today to get rid of it. By the way, also, I'm holding up to the camera our friend Denny Reese, his book, Gomer Says Hey, inside the manic and much-loved Gomer Pyle USMC. Now available, $22, I think, on Amazon. So congratulations to Denny, and I got my copy yesterday. Time for the B of B.
You better save the move for that exercise class, man.
Let's kick it. Bunk, bunk, baby.
Oh, man.
Bunk, baby. All right, stop. Sit back and listen.
I had a can of air
Mike
freshener.
have a little invention, a bucket, and it's full of junk. It's even got a title, it's the bucket of bunk.
Yeah.
Fill it to the top of facts you might know. Turn on the mics and let's go. It's full of more facts than one mind can handle. Celebrity birthdays, facts, history, and scandal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You've been served.
Bars.
Bucket of bunk, baby.
It sure is. You know whose birthday it is today?
Bunk, baby.
Yes, it is. The Bunk Baby. Satchel Paige would be
Yeah.
114 years old.
And he'd probably still be pitching.
He died at the age of 75.
And he was still pitching.
In 1982, he was pitching. I've got the date. I got the date that he finally stopped pitching. Right-handed pitcher. He came up to the majors at the age of 42. He's one of the famous, and I don't use this word.
Played for the Indians, didn't he?
Came up for the Indians.
Oh, yeah.
But the story goes on. They're referred to as the Negro Leagues. I don't use that word. I use African American now, but that was called there then and is still in baseball the Negro Leagues. The oldest major league rookie, while playing for the Cleveland Indians, he played with the St. Louis Browns until the age of 47, and he was in the All-Star game in 52 and 53. It's amazing. On town tours across the United States, he would sometimes have the infielders sit down behind him and then routinely strike out the side. That's gutsy, isn't it? He played his last professional game on June 21st, 1966 for the the Peninsula Grays of the Carolina League down in the minor leagues. While Satchel Paige was playing baseball, many ages and birthdays were reported. He didn't ever give the right age. He liked to keep that a secret. His actual birth date, July 7th, 1906, determined in 1948 when the Cleveland Indians owner Bill Veeck, who also owned the St. Louis Browns and the Chicago White Sox later, went to Mobile, Alabama, and went with his family to the county health department to obtain his birth certificate.
Vic's family or Satchel Paige's family?
Paige's.
Okay.
He married for the third time to a longtime sweetheart at the age of 47 and promptly had 7 kids.
Wow. Man.
This guy was active in baseball and otherwise. Satchel Paige. Old Satch. They had, there at Sportsman's Park, when he played for the Browns, in the bullpen, they had a rocking chair.
For Satchel.
For Satchel. And he'd get up and warm up in about the 7th or 8th and pitch an inning or two. Satchel Paige, born on this date. Doc Severinsen is 93. He's still around.
Yep.
93 today. American jazz trumpeter. You're probably too young to remember him, Colin. He was...
I know who he is.
You did? He led the band for The Tonight Show for Johnny Carson. And he joined The Tonight Show when Skitch Henderson was the band director and then moved into the role after Henderson retired. He became one of the most popular band leaders, appearing on almost every night on television. He led the band during commercials and while guests were being introduced. He joked with Carson, the show's host, and developed a amusing habit of wearing strange clothing.
Yeah.
Sort of like Derek. Severinsen continued as a band leader until Carson's retirement in '92. He appeared on Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show as late as 2015. Married twice, 5 kids. Today's birthday, it's the birthday of Ringo Starr. Ringo is 80 years old today. Whoa. Does that make me feel old? Sir Richard Starkey. Well, he was in the right place at the right time.
True.
Pete Best was playing and essentially...
Hey, I met this guy named Ringo.
Well, the manager of the Beatles...
We need a guy named Ringo in the band. Yeah. Every band needs a guy named Ringo.
Well, they did after that.
To mess things up.
The manager, Brian Epstein, fired their drummer, Pete Best, and recalled, he said, "I've got some bad news for you," is what Epstein said, or what Best said.
I've got some good news and some bad news. What do you want first?
The boys want you out, they want Ringo in.
We got a really good drummer in the band.
Yeah, but it's
the
not
bad
you.
News is, it's not you. Get out.
He, by the way, Ringo did usually get an opportunity to do at least one song on each album. Of course, he was the person behind Yellow Submarine and with a little help from my friends.
Octopus's Garden.
Octopus's Garden, Act Naturally. That was
yeah.
previously done
Buck Owens.
by Buck Owens, yeah.
And the Buckaroos.
Yes, they did.
Didn't Ringo Starr also do the No No song?
Yes, he did.
No, 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 no.
That was after the Beatles, I think.
Yeah.
Don't Pass Me By was another one that he did. Anyway, so Ringo married, had 3 kids in the 60s. The couple divorced in 75. And that was probably because Ringo was... he had a few infidelities
Yep.
along the way. And
He was
then
out Ringoing.
he became enamored with Barbara Bach in 1980 because they were on the set of the film Caveman.
Caveman, yeah. Okay.
That makes, when he married her,
There were a lot of people enamored with Barbara Bach.
she wore the animal skins well
Yeah,
in
she did.
Caveman.
She did.
Anyway, he married her.
I don't
that
think I've ever seen any animal that was that small.
stretchable animal skin. Anyway, Barbara Bach, her sister, married Joe Walsh. So they're brothers-in-law,
Okay.
Ringo and Joe Walsh. 2016, he was the first Beatle to become a great grandpa. Phew. He's a vegetarian. He meditates daily. And what does he like to say?
Oh.
No. Peace and love, peace and love.
Ah, okay.
That's the way he
So
says.
if he meditates.
You know, he doesn't sign things anymore. Ringo will not sign. And if you have a Ringo Starr signed item,
It's worth some money.
Wow.
because he will not sign anything. People walk up to him with like a picture of him or something like that, and he says, peace and love, peace and love. No. And then he passes on by. So if you have a Ringo Starr, you've got something.
Dramatic.
Even more if you've got a Ringo Starr with 3 other guys
Right.
Yeah.
signed.
Yeah.
1930, on this date, construction began on Boulder Dam. Later, Hoover Dam, on the Colorado River. 1949, on radio, NBC Radio, Dragnet. First time we heard it. I believe it was with Jack Webb even then. I think he started in the radio version
He
of
did.
it.
I think he did. I think you're right.
1954, Memphis DJ Dewey Phillips of WHBQ became the first DJ to play an Elvis Presley record.
Wow.
Colonel Tom give him a little cash for that.
There might have been some payola
Yeah.
involved. On this date, in 1956, Johnny Cash made his first appearance at the Grand Ole Opry. 1967, the Monkees opened a national tour. Now, here's the interesting part of this Monkees tour in 1967.
They couldn't play instruments, or at least a couple of them couldn't.
Guess who opened for the Monkees in 1967?
Jefferson Airplane.
Jimi Hendrix.
Wow.
Jimi Hendrix opened for the Monkees.
Oh, boy.
Isn't that incredible?
That is.
1975. Keith Richards, this is going to really stun you and shock you. He was charged with possession of an offensive weapon and reckless driving in Arkansas.
Arkansas?
What's he doing there?
What's Keith Richards rolling around Conway, Arkansas? 1977, Styx released the album The Grand Illusion, which was a great
That
album.
is a great album.
All right, so the question of the day is an all-time record.
Yeah.
More votes than we've ever received, ever.
Who gave the question to you?
Why would you not think that came out of this fertile mind?
It's such a difficult question.
Because I've seen your questions, and I see what type of results they usually bring.
Let Odie try to top this one tomorrow. The question of the Carnaby Square question of the day. Colin, I don't know if you know this or not, but Carnaby Square is the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield.
I'd heard.
Has been for 40 years. Should kids have to wear a face mask while attending a public school? That's the question. We had, almost 700 votes. It went crazy, and we'll tell you about the results on Morning Coffee when we get back after this break.
At Uniquely Rustique, they have everything you need to keep your kid from getting brain drained this summer. Workbooks, flashcards, travel games, and more. And while you're shopping for the kids, make sure to check out their selection of decor for your home and garden. Don't forget, teachers at Uniquely Rustique. They have what you need to prepare your room for the year ahead. Uniquely Rustique is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 3. Find them online and like them on Facebook.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a language today. That's BABBEL.com.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Reagan sent the Marines to Beirut to help evacuate the PLO?
The government of Lebanon has requested, and I have approved, the deployment of United States forces to Beirut as part of a multinational force.
Congress voted down a nuclear arms freeze, but passed a $100 million tax increase. Hollywood lost Ingrid Bergman, Joey Ross, and Henry Fonda. Ray Floyd won the PGA. An American team finally beat Taiwan in the Little League World Series. And here's what the radio sounded like. Those songs were big winners when they hit the air, but when did they? The answer and a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. 8-count fluffy hamburger or hot dog buns, 99 cents. Curds, ketchup, or mustard, 99 cents each. 15.4-pound bag Kindle charcoal briquettes, $5.99. And Howdy's smoking sauce, $3.49. Prices mentioned are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store located on West Main in Fairfield.
August 1982. About Jack and Diane.
John Cougar Mellencamp with Jack and Diane, the top song of August 1982. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Napa know-how.
At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa Automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries from some of the best car people around. But we might be a little partial. Anywho, pick up any Napa Automotive battery and save $25. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers while supplies last. Offer ends 8/31/20.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Check it out, Limu. Got a brand new motorcycle jacket and matching leather pants. Now let's go for a ride and tell everyone that Liberty Mutual customizes their motorcycle insurance. So you only pay for what you need. Oh my gosh, this leather does not breathe well. You can't suffocate in leather, can you?
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get a customized quote at libertymutual.com.
Jerome here from Main Street Shop in Fairfield. Once upon a time, in a quiet little place called Fairfield, a new mower shop opened up, and the people came. "We need help," they cried. "Our yards need groomed and our mowers don't care." "Well, this will never do," replied Main Street Shop. "We shall bring Skag mowers to town to fix you up." The people rejoiced and lived happily ever after. Amen. This true story for many throughout the land has been brought to you by the good folks at Main Street Shop in Fairfield. Wow! Zoom!
Have you heard? All Sierra HPC clinic sites have made some changes. We will be offering sports and school physicals at no out-of-pocket cost. And it gets even better. School physicals will include vaccinations at no out-of-pocket cost for both new and established patients. Call 1-833-209-0498 to schedule your appointment at any of our 11 CRHPC clinic sites throughout southern Illinois.
Oh, the discussions we have during the breaks.
We're having a good time here on Morning Coffee, as we do every morning, and we're glad to bring you along for the ride. The Carnaby Square question of the day: should kids have to wear a face mask while attending public school? Now, I have to tell you, I didn't realize this would be that incendiary. But it is. And it is because parents don't mess, Mama Bear, don't mess with Baby Bear.
Right.
Okay? And that's what this is about. This is about saying to 6 and 7-year-olds, you're going to be in school 7 hours a day.
How are they going to do it?
I don't
how
know
are
how
you
they're
going to keep
gonna
a
do
mask on a 7-year-old for 7 hours a day?
Well, you're going to have them touching it, and he goes, "Don't stop touching your mask." And then, what if,
What if they sneeze in
there you go, and it's a mess. Oh, this is not going to be. You're fortunate. You're going to be dealing with high schoolers.
Right.
But this is going to. We had 5,300 people look at this question.
Yeah.
We had 665 votes. This a new record for us as far as votes. And the question: should kids have to wear a face mask while attending school? 77% of the people said no. Wow, Zoom.
Yeah.
As they would say.
And that's not, you could have probably guessed that.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. Let me just say, there were 85 comments. We would have to take the rest of the show for me to read the 85 comments. Let me just give you a smattering
All right.
of these. Rhonda says, gonna have parents called to the office every day to tell them how their parenting skills are lacking because they can't get the child to keep a mask on all day. So basically, kids will be in trouble all the time for removing the masks in school. Tanya says, I do not need the state or government telling me how to keep my family safe and healthy. That was the theme of many of these comments. Marlene said there will sure be a lot more homeschooling. That was another theme.
Everybody
is talking about homeschooling. Not everybody's qualified to homeschool their kids, quite honestly. But that's what's going on here. Mark says it ain't gonna work anyway. That's probably why Mark would not be a good homeschooling person. Ain't a word. But Felicia said, my kids will be homeschooled if it's the case. Ace said, has anyone actually read the ISBE rules and guidelines? Whether you are for it or against masks, the guidelines are not possible. They're just not possible, according to him. Now, Tommy takes a different view. It is mandated by your state guidelines. You must adhere to the guidelines. By the way, Doug also said our schools will need to follow the ISBE guidelines. Those guidelines state that all staff and students must wear a mask. There's no gray area in any of this. And Tommy says, he agrees it's going to be a nightmare for those of us that teach young kids. It'll be even worse if the parents are giving them mixed messages at home. If you just make our jobs harder, in turn, if educators are spending their time going over the guidelines all day, then your child's education will suffer. I can't disagree with that. Troy says, I'd rather my kids not wear a mask all day. If you want your kids to wear one, that's absolutely wonderful. I, for one, would rather be in charge of that decision.
I wore a mask at a store the other day.
You
It's
did.
required.
Right.
And
you're not normally a mask wearer, are you?
I don't normally wear a mask,
All
but
right.
I did because that's their business, and if they require
Right.
it, then I'm going to wear it.
Right.
I mean, that's just. I was in the store for about 15 minutes. I had to duck down a back aisle and take it down for because I couldn't breathe hardly.
That's another part of this discussion was, is it healthy? Not talking about the pandemic, but is it healthy to be breathing through a cloth mask for 7 hours a day? I don't know. I know it literally drives me crazy to do it for an hour on Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that's concerning mostly to me, I would say, is that there's a lot of people who are saying they're going to homeschool, but they don't seem to know much about masks at all. So they haven't looked into what a mask does, or the fact that you can wear a face shield, which allows you to breathe. And, you know...
Are they going to allow the shields?
The shields are okay in the guidelines as of now. And all of that stuff can change. But if, you know, there's the difference between carbon dioxide leaving your mouth and particles and germs being caught in a mask. You know, carbon dioxide can leave the mask because it's a gas.
Yes.
And particles get caught because they're not a gas.
Right.
Those kinds of things. And people are saying they're going to homeschool, but they don't understand how masks really work and what's homeschooling going to look like. And when it comes down for me, and obviously, you know, from a high school perspective,
right.
I understand it's going to be hard for little kids to keep masks on, but kids in school learn to do things they don't do at home anyway. That's what school is about for the most part. That's what classroom management is.
Yep.
Is learning how to stay seated when you don't have to sit for 8 hours a day anyway. But, you know, from a high school perspective, we have rules in place anyway. And we don't know what the high school's regulations are going to be yet. You know, they might be optional. Some places are doing the not required mask, but strongly suggested. But, you know, you can't wear a hat in the high school. Right. That's a liberty you give up when you walk through the door.
Right.
You can't, you know, when you could smoke when you were 18, you couldn't do it around the school. When you sign your kid up for public school, there's a certain...
I agree.
You agree to allow some freedoms to be withheld to ensure the safety of everyone else, including teachers. Those are a group of people, and obviously I'm a teacher, so I care, but I'm a young teacher who I would do just about anything it takes to get in the classroom. And there are older teachers who, just because, you know, studies are showing now that kids can't pass this virus on to each other, they can pass it on to their teachers.
Right.
And so, you know, you say that job's optional, but, you know, do you want your teacher to just not show up? Because then we would get in trouble for not showing up. Sure. People would be upset that nothing was going on. So there's a lot of other things that need to be considered, I think, whenever we're talking about masks. It's not just a black and white issue.
He's very passionate about this, isn't he?
He is. And he's well spoken.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's talking about.
I just hope that before people, I would say, I hope before people make a decision to keep their kid out of school, especially at a high school age, they talk to their student. Because the student might not care to wear a mask if it means they get to see their friends and interact and learn in a place that's other than online, because that's difficult. It's hard to learn online. So I hope that, you know, those conversations are had, and you can talk to, you know, your local healthcare provider and ask what they think about masks and that.
They're having to wear them.
Right.
So
they wear them for 6 hours at a time when they do surgery.
From the factual and the serious to the not so. Okay. You have been following Bruno.
Bruno the bear.
Bruno, which means brown, the black bear.
I want you to think about this in terms of our good friend Dave Rigg.
Okay.
All right? Bruno, he's become a social media sensation. This is a bear. Bruno was in search of love, if we think.
Yeah.
Male bear, hundreds of miles, swam the Mississippi River twice.
Yep. And all he had to do was get on findmeabear.com.
Dave might have some leads.
Yeah. They tranquilized him, though.
Yes, they did. Near Ellsbury, Missouri, the police department there tranquilized him, or at least they had the conservation folks come in. They moved him away, and they haven't said where. Okay? I know 100 acres in Edwards County where he would fit right in. You know where bears go? You know where bears go when they have to relieve themselves?
On a tree.
in the forest, just like our friend Dave Rigg. There are similarities here. Anyway, Bruno just has captured the hearts and minds of everybody, and now we're not quite sure where he is.
100-acre woods? It's not Winnie the Pooh, man.
There's a donkey named ER hanging out there too, and a little pig named Piglet.
Oh my! Anyway, that's Bruno. Bruno's apparently going to be okay now. By the way, also the Dalai Lama. You know who I'm talking about?
The Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama dropping an album for his 85th birthday.
Wow.
Long hitter, the Lama. You know.
Is he going to beatbox in that? Is he?
It's probably like meditation or something, isn't it?
The Tibetan religious leader released an album titled Inner World Monday. No, Inner World. It was on Monday that he released it.
Okay.
What an odd title.
Inner World. It's filled
dropped on Monday.
It's filled with chants of chanting popular Buddhist sayings and meditations.
Of chanting Buddhist.
Do you remember this line? Hey, Lama. Hey, how about a little something, for the effort? And he says to me, there won't be any money. But when you die, on your deathbed, you will receive full consciousness. That was Bill Murray from Caddyshack. He said he was a caddy for the Lama. You got questions for us?
Does Colin?
I got some trivia.
Oh, good. All right.
I got one more
you got
quick story.
stuff. Please do.
Have you heard what Walmart's going to do?
No.
It's converting 160 of their parking lots into drive-in movie theaters next month.
Leave it to Walmart to come up with this idea.
Runs through October, and we'll have over 300 showings, but locations and movies haven't been announced yet. So we don't know if it's coming to Fairfield.
I doubt it. If they can't have Greeter here, they're going to have a movie theater.
Yeah, well, company is partnering with Tribeca Enterprises to make it happen. Walmart says families can grab movie viewing essentials.
What's that mean?
Popcorn, candy.
Okay, they're not going to sell anything in the parking lots?
Well, you can do it via curbside, pickup, or delivery. Deliver it to your car. There'll also be appearances by filmmakers and celebrities.
I'm willing to book that's not going to happen here in Greater Wayne County.
You don't think so?
I doubt it very much.
Yeah,
I'm
not holding that much hope either.
I was thinking of another good question of the day, by the way. I mean, I might have... Odie's doing tomorrow's. Okay, and he'll never come close to mine from today.
Now he's going to talk trash.
I'm going to spend the rest of my day trying to find some obscure mystery voice.
All right. Colin McDuffie has trivia today.
I do.
What do you got for us?
I tried to find... I was going to try to do like a Today in History sort of thing, but I couldn't find anything that I liked enough except for the Americans surrendering Fort Ticonderoga in 1777, and there wasn't enough fun trivia about that.
Has that statue been torn down yet?
No. Okay. But... I did. I just found some just sort of random historical questions because I thought I needed to bring some historical perspective.
You wanted to lay some history. You wanted to lay some history down.
You want us to fill you up to the trough of knowledge and slurp.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready?
Is this a test for
your
class?
It is a test.
Okay. It's like for fifth graders.
Since World War II, what beverage is equipped and furnished in British battle tanks?
What beverage?
Okay. Since World War II.
British battle tanks.
When Pope Gregory IX rose to power, what domestic animal did he order to be exterminated across Europe in the belief that they were used in devil worship and witchcraft? There's a hint in that one. Mm-hmm. What health problems bothered Elvis Presley throughout his lifetime, which eventually related to his death? Didn't cause his death, but related to his death.
Okay.
I like this one. The shortest war in human civilization was between England and Zanzibar. How many hours did it last?
Okay.
No idea. All right, go ahead.
Do we have a year? Because that would help me.
It was the late 1800s.
He has a year.
I don't remember exactly.
Pretty good at this.
What famous children's game was an Olympic event from 1900 to 1920?
Famous children's game.
Okay.
And Victorians said this before having their picture taken instead of the word cheese. What fruit did they say?
Okay. All right.
That's what I got.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got one more.
Okay.
What natural human body fluid did Romans use as a mouthwash because of the presence of ammonia in it?
Okay.
I got a pretty good idea there.
I know what that is. And I've got our bonus question.
And
for
I'm going to
today.
tell you,
Okay.
tell you something. That didn't help people meet each other. Oh, my. We'll be back. Morning coffee after this.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Ask any parent. When it comes to protecting your baby, you can never do enough. You wash their hands, bundle them up, and strap them in. And those are the things you can see. Then there are the risks you can't. That's why most parents go with the safe, proven protection of vaccines. Nothing protects babies better from 14 serious childhood diseases, like measles, whooping cough, and meningitis. So keep up with and when it comes to protection against vaccine-preventable diseases, get all the recommended immunizations for your baby by age 2. Immunizations help give you the power to protect your baby. For more reasons to vaccinate, talk to your child's doctor. Go to cdc.gov/vaccines for all the latest information. Or call 800-CDC-INFO. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
It's a great time of year. Carnaby's July Super Celebration is in progress. Save 25% off all dresses, Charlie B, Tribal, Lucky Birds, Jess and Jane, Softworks, UBU, selected multiple group, and Brighton Footwear. Sale excludes Jag, Slimsation, and new early fall arrivals. At Carnaby, they offer convenient shopping hours, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and Thursday evening till 7.
Confused about your best, most affordable option for college? Worry no more. Ivy Tech will be open for face-to-face classes this fall, along with virtual and online options. For high school graduates, Go Ivy Day is planned for Thursday, July 9th. This virtual event has 2 sessions to choose from. Sign up at link.ivytech.edu/goivy. Directions for your participation will be forwarded to you. Ivy Tech, our communities, your college.
At Ubinger's Furniture Company, we know this is a time for safety and comfort. We're all spending more time at home to do our part at keeping everyone safe. We're here to help. Ubinger's has essentials like lift chairs and office furniture to help you work from home and do distance learning. Now we're open with limited hours and new guidelines. Starting May 1st, hours are Monday through Friday, 10 till 4, and Saturday, 10 till 3. Shop our website, our Facebook page, or call us at 662-4322. Shop Ubinger's Furniture Company, where the deals are worth a drive. Highway 50 East, Flora.
At Jackie's Hidden Treasures, you never know what you'll find. Pick up a certificate at the Big Deal Store for incredible savings. There's always something new at Jackie's Hidden Treasures on the square in Sisney.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't want to make a trip to the bank? With free mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone and deposit it into your account anytime, from anywhere, all with PNB To Go mobile banking. Deposits are as easy as tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Your Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast calling for sunshine today, high 95. Partly cloudy tonight, low 72. Mostly sunny both Wednesday and Thursday with the highs each day in the low 90s. Scattered showers on Friday, high 88. And for Saturday, sunshine, high of 90. Overnight low 72. Yesterday's high was 93. Currently, humidity is at 77%. Winds are calm and the pressure at 30.0. Right now, sunshine and 82 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation.
I dig that happening music you got there, dude.
Well, thank you.
I think I get my...
That's the Blues Brothers theme.
Really?
Yeah, don't you remember when they come on the stage in Wisconsin right after Cab Calloway plays miniature?
You know this movie way too well. You've watched that movie a few times, haven't you?
I have.
All right. Young Colin McDuffie here. You're going to have to get a couple more years on before I don't call you young, Colin.
That's okay.
Sort of like there's a generation here in town that think it's the swollen little Wabash, okay? They think that's the proper name of the river. Okay.
All right.
So, since World War II, what beverage and its equipment is furnished in British battle tanks? So the beverage and the ability to then
tea
create the beverage.
That's a great answer.
Tea.
It is tea.
Good job.
It is tea.
I didn't. I'm trying to think. I couldn't figure.
They've
that
got
out.
a tea kettle and the means to boil water.
Well, it's time for tea,
right?
Yeah.
We're being attacked. I don't care. It's time for tea.
They would probably be able to drink the tea while firing their tank
and crumpets.
Armory.
Tea
Yes.
and crumpets.
Pope Gregory IX throws to power.
Where can you get a good crumpet here in town? You know what I'm asking?
That's a good
What
question.
A crumpet is a crumpet a cookie?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, there's some right out there. Still left from yesterday.
Dave Riggs crumpets?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Now.
Gregory IX throws to power. What domestic animal did he order to be exterminated across Europe?
I'm thinking one of two things. It's either got to be a cat or a bat.
I'm thinking a goat.
It's cats.
Cats,
He ordered the extermination of cats. The health problem that bothered Elvis throughout his lifetime, which eventually related to his death.
Gluttony?
Peanut butter and a nanner sandwich going to make it through the night. No. Yeah, probably.
High blood pressure.
Apparently, it was constipation.
I can help him with that.
I didn't realize my questions had so many body functions in them.
Bodily functions.
Is
Is this a quiz on history or bodily functions?
I've got the formula.
And you know what? If it is a quiz about bodily functions, we are killing it.
Because we know our prune juice, don't we, dude? I need a gallon of prune juice over the course of a week.
And an X-Lax cookie.
That'd do it, too. That'd clean you out.
All right.
The shortest war, this is the one I like. The shortest war in human civilization was between England, shortest recorded war, we should say, was between England and Zanzibar. How many hours did it last?
It's like the British show up with 18 warships in Zanzibar. So that's it. We're done.
I'm going to say 57 minutes.
Okay.
I'll say it's going to take, to communicate and stuff, I'll say a couple days.
It's the Anglo-Zanzibar War. It happened in 1896. And basically, exactly what you said, Mike, happened. It was basically Zanzibar was under British rule, and the ruler of the time was ousted, and the British didn't like who they chose, so they showed up with 150 warships and about 3,000 troops. And Zanzibar held their the harem, I think is the title of their established building, for 38 minutes. 38 minutes.
You were closer than I was.
And then surrendered, and the Britain replaced the leader.
Well, you got to protect the harem.
Yeah, right?
True, yeah.
That's the first thing I learned about war. Protect the harem, okay?
And
drink prune juice.
Yeah.
What famous children's party game that was an Olympic event from 1900 to 1920?
You got an idea on this?
Hopscotch.
That would be great. Competitive hopscotch.
I have no idea.
Tug of war.
Oh,
Tug of war
that makes
was-
sense.
I'd like to see tug of war in the Olympics still. I think that.
Boy, could you see some of the guys?
Right?
Do kids play tug of war anymore?
Not really.
I didn't know there was a children's game.
probably
So
can't.
maybe at camp or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And finally,
And you play tug of war where there really is no winner. You know what I mean? That's the way it'd be today.
True.
Okay, you both tried hard.
Yep.
You both win.
You both get a trophy.
Victorians said this word before having their picture taken instead of the word cheese. What fruit did they say?
Banana.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't know.
Because you can't say banana without smiling.
True. You've been all around it, Mike. You've been talking about prune juice.
Prune?
They said prunes.
Really?
Well, I usually don't smile when I have a glass of prune juice. It's usually sort of a pained look on my face.
And I don't think this one needs answered because I think we know the natural human body fluid
Why?
that Romans used as mouthwash before the.
That's the
It's
reason
the
why.
same thing you find on trees in Dave Riggs' yard. And
That's
that may be one of the reasons he can't keep a woman.
that was the fall of the Roman Empire.
The great thing about the Romans, they had so many great ideas that stuck. But the more fun thing to look up is the terrible ideas that the Romans had that
was a
were
terrible
quickly dispelled.
idea.
And here, okay, is that all?
You know, and here's the thing. That's when they first started using face masks.
Yeah. Here's
The
your
Roman
bonus
Empire.
question.
Yeah.
What historical animal does not have vocal cords?
Don't tell me.
Historical.
You he clearly doesn't listen to the show.
He doesn't.
Did you just discuss this?
Oh, it's been asking me every
Well,
show for the last.
At least once a week. And he gets it wrong.
And I
every
get it
time.
wrong every time. That's the sad part. That's what says function is becoming a problem up here. It is a giraffe.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
it's true.
It
You
is.
got it right.
Well, after about 8 times, it would be really sad if I didn't. I like to put a T on the end of it, though.
We're gonna
A giraffe.
we're gonna file that question somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll
We're
come
gonna
back
pull
in
it
about
out from
6
time
months.
to time.
And I'll get it wrong. Oh, Colin, we really have a good time every time you come in. Thank you for being
Pleasure.
here today.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all of you who listen to this radio station and join us. Tomorrow will be midweek, and you know what that means.
It's KO Wednesday.
KO Wednesday right here on the station Listen to, not just her, WFIW and WFIWradio.com. Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
The proud voice of the Fairfield Mules and the leader in southeastern Illinois sports. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, 104.9.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. 5 showrooms, pictures and prices at boydfurniture.com, and follow them on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 32 states are reporting more coronavirus cases, and the weekly average in the U.S. is up 28 days in a row now.
The nation is still